Unlike some other bands, your image seems to be an expression of your natural selves as opposed to marketing gimmick. Nevertheless, you are popularly known for your look. How do you feel about the importance of this look, and does the power of your image add to the music or rather distract from it?
It's just been a natural thing for the band. It's always been the music first, and the image has been secondary, I think. And the evolvement of the image has been a very natural choice of ours. It's never been sort of contrived or put together by somebody else. It's just good that people, I suppose, have reacted to that in a way. But it's of lesser importance than it is the music, I think.
Cut your hair.
Yes. I did, yes. You wake up one morning and you go, I think I'll have a haircut today. You know, you don't have to phone your record company. You don't have to phone your manager. You know, you just wake up in the morning and you get a haircut. In fact, it was a lot shorter than this.
You cut it yourself, or?
No. We live in an ridiculously image-obsessed society. You know, in an image-obsessed world, which is, and it's. I think it's very, very easy to kind of like talk about and place undue importance on it, really, in our case anyway. I think that all we basically do is just dress and look like we feel like, you know.
In a very natural way.
It's just very simple, you know. It's just, you just look like what you feel like looking, you know. It's that, you know, in the same way that a woman will sort of, you know, put on a nice dress, and, you know, and put her makeup on before she goes out to dinner or goes out to a party. It's pretty much the same thing. You don't go out to dinner, you don't go to a party looking like you do when you wake up in the morning. You know, you do your hair first, so you don't go on stage looking like you do when you wake up in the morning, unless you're an Oasis. You know.
On top of the world, you get nothing done. Talk is cold and burns like the sun. Can't you see these skies are breaking? Cause the top of the world is where I'm from. That's right.
Has your success made you stronger as individuals, or rather more vulnerable?
I think it's had to make us stronger in a way. I think there's a certain confidence that's sort of grown over the years, and I think success sort of brings bigger shows, bigger performances. So you've got to face that sort of every day. So I think it's definitely give us more backbone.
You're always ahead of the game. I drag behind. You never get caught in the rain. When I'm drenched to the bone every time. You're the first one to swim across the Seine. I lag behind. You're always ahead of the game. Well, I drag behind.
Is there not more pressure from the media, pressure from the fans?
I think the pressure's sort of self-made, really. You know, you put that on yourself to go out and do a good show, and, you know, do the best you can, because I think it's the band first, really.
So the only pressure I believe in is atmospheric pressure. You know,
Which you have
it's the only thing that can be measured,
Okay.
as far as pressure is concerned.
Back in the class is where I was. Keeping quiet, playing dumb. Can't you see these skies are breaking? Back in the class is where I'm from.
What about your success that affected maybe your relationships, or rather not?
How does your job affect your relationships?
Well, I had to work a lot in the past years, and it obviously affected my relationship.
In what way?
I had no time for my girlfriend, and
Anything else?
I guess for you is a lot harder.
I think you just answered your question for us. You know?
Yes.
It feels weird to be put on the spot like that, doesn't it? Yeah?
Coming up beyond belief on this extraordinary peak. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-da-da. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-da-da. More than just a leitmotif, more chaotic, no relief. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-da-da. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-da-da. I'll describe the way I feel, weeping wounds that never heal. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-da-da. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-da.
What is the source of your creativity in your music, as well as in your lyrics?
You know, it's a discipline, basically. You know, it's there is no kind of like well of inspiration, some kind of, you know, mythical or metaphorical well of inspiration that you go to, you know, and drink from when you are seeking, you know, the gift of the muse and serendipity. You know, it's a discipline. It's something that you do because it's your art. It's something that you do on a daily basis, and it requires you know, periodical, you know, sustaining of process and action. You know, and that's basically, you know, when people write novels, you know, they go to their study and they write every day, you know, and it's quite similar like that, you know. Sort of a painter goes to their studio and and even if they don't paint that day, you know, they might sit there and think about it, you know, and just be in the space. It's important that you are continuously concerned and inside some kind of artistic process. So I mean, it is a discipline itself, and it's through the process and through that discipline that you actually achieve anything of any quality. You know, there comes a time at the beginning of your career when you are struck by occasional and random brilliance, but that goes away very, very quickly, you know, and then afterwards it becomes very, very much about, you know, working.
Did you have any strong mystical experiences that you really implemented into your lyrics?
The simple answer to that question is no. I never went to the crossroads and met the devil and have him restring my guitar, you know, like Robert Johnson did, you know. So, or any kind of...
No seances in the studio?
No.
Nothing like that?
No, we don't communicate with souls on the other side or anything like that. No. We're pretty real in the way that we react to, you know, in the way that we react to the world, you know.
Can drugs be a source of inspiration?
That's Jimi Hendrix.
You know, I suppose it can, you know, but I suppose it also, you know, well, I guess when you're on drugs, aren't you just a bit more sort of concerned about partying,
yeah,
you know, than actually doing anything?